Hi, my name is Ari. I am one of the speech therapists at Rocky Mountain PACE. I hope you all are doing well in quarantine and staying healthy and staying sane. I wanted to talk a little bit about memory today. So, you may already know there are a couple different types of memory. There are short term memories, which are maybe like what you had for breakfast this morning, or it usually goes like a couple days in the past. So, maybe you might remember who called you on the phone yesterday. That would be an example of a short term memory. Long term memory is considered things that happened in the more distant past. So, typically anywhere from about a week ago all the way back to childhood. So, you may be able to remember quite well, your childhood best friend or graduating from high school, any of those big events in the distant past. With age, typically people have more difficulty with short term memory compared to long term memory. That's pretty normal. And memory, as you may know, is one of the most common complaints of people that are aging. It's just part of the deal. So there are some healthy habits that I wanted to go over that are ways to keep your body as a whole healthy, which of course impacts the health of your brain as well. These are nothing groundbreaking or new information for you. Just wanted to reiterate them and know that they all have an impact on the body as well as your brain and memory. So, one, getting a good night's sleep. Having a regular sleep schedule is very important. Getting enough sleep helps your brain to create new memories and you just feel better, right? If you've ever missed a night of sleep, you kind of have that foggy feeling the next day. You're going to have trouble remembering. And just in general, your brain will be a little bit slower. So, having a good night's sleep is very important. Drinking enough water is important for the health of your brain. Um, a healthy brain remembers things more easily. So, if your body and your brain are hydrated, if you're drinking enough water, you'll have an easier time remembering things throughout your day. Eating a healthy diet is good for the brain. I'm not going to go into that too much. We have dietitians at PACE who are able to help you with that if you do have any questions. And then finally, physical exercise. So it's good for your body and it's also beneficial for your brain, especially if you're able to get outside and walk. Fresh air and sunlight are really helpful for mood, for cognition, and for memory. So those are all some healthy habits that you can engage in even while you're home alone or home during quarantine to help out your body and your brain. Next, I would like to go into some memory strategies that might be helpful. If you find yourself forgetting things throughout the day, here are some strategies that I have recommended to PACE participants when we've worked together for some therapy. Writing things down is my number one recommendation. I tell this to everybody, basically everybody, that I come into contact with. If you have a calendar at home, I would suggest you write your appointments on the calendar so that you can keep track. And sometimes, if you put an X on the day on your calendar after each day is done, that can be a helpful way to keep track of what day it is as well. Writing to-do lists is another thing that people can do, or writing a shopping list before you leave your house for the store. Just in general, if you're worried you'll forget something or it's something really important, I would definitely suggest to write it down somewhere. Excuse me. Using an alarm or a timer can be helpful for remembering things as well. So let's say you have your morning medications and sometimes you have difficulty remembering to take them at the right time. So you could set an alarm, either like a physical alarm clock in your home or on your phone if you are able. And that alarm would go off each day and it would remind you to take that dose of medication at the appropriate time. Repetition is another memory strategy that I work with people on quite often. So, repetition is just what it sounds like. It's repeating information so that it sticks in your mind a little bit better. So, this could be repeating information out loud, it could be reading information more than once, or even hearing it spoken a couple of times. Just the more times you are exposed to that information, the better likelihood that it will stick in your memory. So those are my three big memory strategies. Writing things down, using a timer or alarm of some sort can be appropriate for some tasks, and then repeating information if you think you might have trouble remembering it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.